No, sir, we agreed not to in anticipation for that question.
There you go. When you say you have people ask you about it, who ask you about it?
Coworkers, friends, that sort of thing.
Oh, curious.
Sure.
But you going through it with that? Again, when you were just a recap, when you were arriving at the scene of a call for a shooting, you're looking for victims, right?
Correct.
Damage to vehicles, in this instance.
Correct.
Shell casings.
Correct.
Now, we put into evidence defense exhibit A. Can you see that on the screen in front of you?
This one doesn't work. I'll turn.
Okay, thanks. Anyway, the street shown there in this video is East Del Mar, right?
Correct.
Okay. And the video starts at the end of East Del Mar, closest to Selma, right?
Correct. It's right at the intersection.
Right. And with the first 15 seconds of that video, you approach a homeless person and ask if he heard a shooting. Do you recall that?
I don't independently recall that.
Okay, let's play that part. That's it, Ryan.
Hey, Al, did you hear any shooting over here? Yeah.
Okay, that's you, right?
Yes, on the left side.
Okay, you were asking. You said, hey, Al, you hear a shooting over here, correct?
Yes, that was me.
Okay.
All right, and not to interrupt, but if you missed day one, the prosecution was panicky when Tacopino pulled this video up and this officer laid foundation. Yep, this is me. And then Tacopino moved to get this published to the jury. Judge is like, yeah. Prosecution was like, objection, Your Honor. We don't know why we're objecting.
By the way, why was your body cam not on there anymore?
I really don't remember. I don't have an answer for that.
Your Honor, just for the purpose of going forward here, we have copies of the transcript of this in case we have to refer to that. I have many copies of the jurors.
Alex, could you distribute the transcripts to all of the jurors and
Yes, do counsel.
does anybody at council table need one of these transcripts?
We like it.
Will we get it now?
No, I don't think so. That's okay.
No, we got it.
Want me to wait to distribute them?
No, it's true.
Yes, sir.
What do you want?
This is going to be
D.
B.
Either one.
Exhibit B.
If there's an extra one, Alex. I don't want to take it from any of you. All right, Captain. All right, I'm good at that, Alex. All right. Does anybody not have a transcript?
Yes, I'm taking one point down.
Let's make sure everybody has a transcript.
You know, I don't know if we formally did stipulation, but I'm sure it's both sides stipulate that it's audio recorded or video recorded definitely on the video where we have transcripts, but we not take down what she's hearing.
Actually, the stipulation is not necessary. There's a rule of court that said that when audio tapes are played, the court reporter does not take it down.
I was referring to that rule of court, that's what I thought.
I just learned that 6 months ago. Yeah, there's no stipulations required. They just don't.
Well, if it was, we would say. Yeah,
Thank you for that.
For Mr. Jacobina and I would want
All right.
No. It'll happen once in a while. So sorry, obviously, we're looking for signs of the shooting again.
Yes.
East Del Mar. And the video shows multiple officers searching for signs of the shooting on East Del Mar, right?
Yes.
And directing your attention to 22:35 and 54 seconds of that video, the officers are conducting a search using their flashlights aimed at the ground, right? And we'll get you right there. I said 22:35 and 54 seconds. So, almost. Anyway, right there. Go ahead, let's go.
Yeah, stop sign, parking lot. You want that one right now? What's your step right here? Okay, so what's the make and model?
Obviously, everyone has their searchlights out, right?
Yes, sir.
And obviously, I think this is something you'd agree with, that you wouldn't have wanted to, or none of you would have wanted to overlook important evidence at the scene or let shooting, right?
Correct.
So as careful and attentive And also, were you a sergeant there as well, or six?
No, sir, it was Officer 3, I was a training officer.
And then got promoted.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, as an detective officer, when performing your duty, you made an obvious point. Be careful and attentive looking for evidence, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, initially you said you thought there were 3 officers at the scene?
Correct, and that was based off of the my body work video that we watched.
Right, I understand. No problem. But you agree that there's more now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As a matter of fact, there's 7.
Okay.
Well, you don't take my word. Let's go to the video. I'll direct your attention to 22:40 and 36 seconds.
We'll stimulate council, that helps as well, if there were 7.
That's a thing. Just want to, just a quick peek. So, okay. Okay, do you see, would you agree that 7 officers are at the scene?
I don't dispute that there were 7 officers at scene.
Not really dispute, but you agree that you see 7 officers right there, right? There's 6 in the frame, including that one in the body.
Correct, including that one, yes, 7.
7, okay. And everyone, to your knowledge, was doing their job when they were at the scene, correct?
Yes.
Direct your attention to 22:37:03 on that video. That's that you only see them are on the side of the street closest to the parking lot, right?
Correct.
Okay. And we're looking, by the way, we're looking south towards Selma Avenue, so you're standing on the west side of the street, right?
Correct, I'm presently facing west in this shot, but yes, this is south in this camera.
And officers are searching that area for evidence of shooting with flashlights, right?
Yes, sir.
And that is directly opposite, Sergeant, that orange portion of that wall there, right?
Well, sir, what's your question?
That, where the officers are, right there,
Right.
including you, is directly opposite that orange, whatever that thing is, portion of a wall,
Correct.
right? Which is next to that adjacent lot there, right?
Yes.
A vacant lot, I should say. So that's right across from that orange, whatever, correct?
Correct.
All right. I'd like to show you these 2 photographs. One is that, but we're going to put them juxtaposed and put them right side by side. Okay. The first one is basically a still frame of what we just looked at. You see the one on the left?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's you guys right across from that orange wall, we'll call it.
Correct. Yes.
And then the one on the right with that single individual there. He appears to be standing in that same exact spot. You also start with that orange wall there as well. We can blow that up a little bit, can we? See that, sorry? See the orange wall on the other side?
I see orange there. I mean, based off this photo, I'll be honest with you, I can't tell much beyond that. I
Well,
see
go back out. There's that vacant lot right there, right?
Right.
You see
Okay.
that?
Yeah, and you know what, the driveway on this side, yeah, I see what you're saying.
So it's basically where that individual is where those officers are, correct?
Approximate, yes, I would say so.
Okay. And so just as you we talked earlier about the parking lot where your body cam was, just as in the parking lot, you agree there was no sign of the shooting on the street as well?
Correct.
No blood,
No, sir.
no bullet holes,
No, sir.
no shell casings,
No, sir.
no physical evidence the shooting was recovered at all?
No, sir.
Directing your attention to 22:37 and 29 seconds. Only good place for you, go ahead.
We're checking the area. It doesn't look like anybody's refrigerating like that.
By the way, for the transcript, what anyone what pages? Sorry. Page 2, line 14 of that transcript, which is defense exhibit B, please. I'm sorry, do you have it?
I actually did not.
Oh, no. Should we take a look? Sorry, I'll give you this copy. It's your page 2, line 4, Thank you, sir. Okay. Can we start playing that portion again, maybe go back a few seconds? Okay.
Yeah, run it back.
We're checking the area. It doesn't look like anybody's refrigerating like that.
Okay. So that's one of your, do you know who that was speaking?
I actually don't know.
Okay. Well, one of the officers, right?
Yes.
And you say basically we're checking the area, doesn't look like anyone got hurt, right?
Correct.
And direct your attention to 22:38, which is basically a minute later, 21 seconds.
Gotcha. There's nothing, no hits. The second PR. I think the record is trying to pick up.
This is page 3, Sergeant, and line 4, please. Can you play that portion again, please?
Claim only possible. And check every part of the pot. There's nothing, no hits.
Okay. And then a few seconds later, 22:38:40, which, I want to make sure we do the right portion of the transcript. Guys. Okay. Next portion I'll direct to the same page, page 3, line 20. So there, line 20. And now we'll play that portion. Go ahead.
No evidence for now. We can give no witness, no evidence.
Okay. So one of the officers, you know who that was speaking, by the way?
I did.
Who was that?
So at the time, Officer John Cook, now Sergeant John Cook.
Sorry, John, okay. It said it's going to be no evidence for now. We have no victims, no evidence, right?
Correct.
Now, directing your attention, directing your attention to 22:40:04. Last page here, please. Go to page 5, line 2. Sorry. Page 5, line 2. And go ahead, you can play that one when you're ready.
Yeah, it sounds like someone probably fired a shot in her hair to scare somebody.
Your Honor, we would have an
All right, so I think I heard that. I think the prosecution's objecting, and the closed caption said farted when he's saying Your Honor. But it sounds like, and my hearing isn't good, I rely on you guys, but I feel like I heard, it sounds like someone maybe fired into the air, which would mean what? That we're not finding any defects in any direction, as if somebody was shooting on a level plane, perhaps at another person. So we're not finding anything. Maybe someone just shot in the air, because we're not finding anything. So, and the chat, we're getting a lot of greens in the chat.
objection on hearsay. It's not going to be overruled.
And lastly, direct your attention to 22:40 and 26 seconds, which would be same page, page 5, line 14, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, no victims as of now, so unless one pops up in the hospital, probably just a warning shot. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Shout out to Steph JK. We miss you.
Sergeant Cook.
Yes.
John Cook, whatever.
Yes.
Again, no victims as of now, unless it pops up in the hospital, probably just a warning shot, right?
That's what he said.
And after responding to Lisa Del Mar and Selma Avenue, and carefully searching the scene with your fellow officers, you found no physical evidence of a shooting whatsoever.
That's correct.
And of course, to be clear, that includes no evidence of a shell casing recovery, correct?
Correct. That includes that as well.
Thank
Say
you
it
very much
twice.
for your time.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to switch over if there's any redirect, but did you hear that ending line?